Hey Sophie, how are you? Happy New Year. It's very late your time now. Or are you awake for the festivities? Gamer Pat, Happy New Year. How are you? Okay. I hope everybody is having a good celebration of the holiday. It's not yet New Year's where I'm at. Oh, Ani. Sorry if I mispronounced that. Yeah, it's not yet New Year where I'm at. I'm actually um from a world's perspective, I'm the second to the last to change year. So, but yes, I don't know who else are in the chat, but Happy New Year. Shinnen akimashite omedetou gozaimasu. Maligayang bagong taon and hauoli makahikiho. And then what else? Bon Ane. Sorry, Susie, if I mispronounced that. Okay, so oh, what's up? What happened, Gamer Pat? Ah, thank you, Susie. It's okay, Gamer Pat. If you decide to come back, it should be fine. But if not, it's totally fine too. You know. He, I mean, I. Oh, hold on. There's no sound. I forgot. Sorry. Hold on. I've been having technical difficulty. That's why I started a little late. 12 minutes late than what I expected. Okay, there is audio now. Sorry about that. Yeah, it can be a lot, Gamer Pat, about the banners, especially how Global has it with the once a week banner and then double or sometimes one and then another one comes right after. It's not like in JP where sometimes it's a week, sometimes it's 1.5 weeks, and so we have some cooldown time in JP. And personally, for me in Global, um, I have been slacking a lot. I haven't unlocked the hidden pages in the first book. I just got to adventure rank 10. And so, yeah, I've been focusing more in JP and Ever Crisis, but eventually I should be able to catch up with Global again. But it's okay, GamerPad. If it's too much right now to keep up, it's totally fine and healthy to quit the game, you know. But definitely, I am gonna stream Emerald Beyond, but not on day one because I really wanted a physical copy, but I couldn't get a copy locally here in the US. So, I have to order that online. I think I'm gonna get it from Play Asia, and so yeah, it's gonna take a while for me to get it. You know, Gamer Pat, I learned my lesson in Global. You know, I kept up with my characters. I grinded them to soft cap, and then a new content gets released, and then it feels like I haven't grinded. So I understand your pain on that one. But yeah, it's New Year in Japan, and so we have the New Year's banner. Hold on, and then because it's a new month, there is a new book. I don't know why we're playing the 20-day period for Global, but that's what we were rolling. We had the second book early. For the January book in JP, we have the Saga Frontier 1. As you can hear, the title theme song from Saga Frontier 1. And then the new attack that came with the book is, spoiler alert for those who haven't played Saga Frontier 1, is the dragon in the Earth Dragon in the laboratory in Saga Frontier 1. I haven't checked it out yet, and I also haven't done the battle memory just yet too. I watched whatchamacallit, Zelson do the battle memory, and I think it's gonna be fun to tackle that, you know, as we chat along with Romancing Saga, where the game is at in global, what to expect, and so on. What art? This one? Ah, Buun. Alright, sorry about that. Hi. You wanna say hi to your uncles and aunties in the chat? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hi. Mm-hmm. Sorry, Bowie time right here. Alright. You have stinky breath though. So this is Buun, Silence, and Meami. Personally for me, I'm going for the other banner because, you know, I gotta get Fornus for someone. Angelo. That's the someone. Fornus, and then I personally want Sumir. But yeah, this is Buun. Hey Pablo, how are you? Happy New Year. Alright, so it's the year of the dragon, so it's expected that Buun is, you know, in the banner. I was hoping they would revive the dragons from Romancing Saga 3 and univerSe, but maybe they might come sometime, maybe on February. Yeah, come play JP. But yeah, let me go through the banner, the other banner. That's what I truly wanted. And then there also, every new year, JP has this 10,000 paid jewels. You get a ticket where you have a guaranteed pickup style. I'm not sure whether if you draw from here, whether you're gonna get 15,000 medals immediately or something else. But yeah, if you have 10,000 paid jewels, you're able to get 2 tickets, and you can use that on the banner where you get yeah, it just says to use on that banner, so I think it's gonna give you 15,000 medals if I'm not mistaken. I haven't gotten that every year. But maybe this year, I don't know, because there's still some discount jewels in JP, and discount jewels in JP is super rare, so I really wanted this. But we'll see. Okay, let's go through the banner real quick, and then I'll try to do something. I'll do a multi because we're on stream. I gotta do a multi. So this is the banner I'm aiming for. I truly wanted Sumir. One, because I think Sumir is my ticket to clear 270. And then 2, gonna get 4 news for Angelo. So, and then Silver isn't half bad too. Sumir and Silver are both attackers with a lot of follow-up. And then Fornus is a buffer and support, but more focused on cold element. So let's go through that. Hey Nameless, Happy New Year! Okay, so we first have Silver. Hey Solid Snake, Happy New Year! Alright, so Silver. Oh, thank you. So we have Thunder Slash. So it's different than the Thunder Slash we have from the Platinum style. So this one, she gives herself an attack boost one time for 2 turns, and then after that do the attack. So this is not the random one. There is a different Thunder Slash, the one we have for Platinum. And then the second one is a support, defense up, and Frost Levine. You know, the one from UDX style. So you would charge that up and then give yourself defense up. So this is the same thing as what UDX has. And then it costs 2 LP. And then last is Acrobat Glacia. So Acrobat Glacia is single target random for hits, slash and cold. So it's like Acrobat Thunder from Halloween, but slash and cold instead. And then let's see. So yeah, like what we have noticed in the recent banner in JP. So say silver, right, being a great sword. So her primary element of resistance is slash, and it's now bumped to 90. So any of their primary element is at 90, except for I don't know how they're gonna do that for Hardy and Golden Bomb, because they have weird element resistance. But yeah, this is something new. There is no other penalty other than, you know, their primary element having more resistance. And then ability for silver, battle starts BP +2, and then she follows up with, I forgot what the name is, Glacial Sword, I think, the skill number 1 from Global Exclusive Katarina, the party style, the one with the red dress. So it's the plus version, and then she also follows up with Thunder Slash, which is her skill number 1. But she starts off with 2 LP damage. So she can only charge her Frost Levine one time, and then she would only have one time defense up. And then for battle... Okay, so it's an odd and... this is odd turn. So for odd turn, she would add an extra follow-up with Frost Slasher, which is this one. So Frost Slasher Plus is E damage 2 to 4, slash and cold. And then the Thunder Slasher, the one from the Platinum, the plus version as well, E damage 2 to 4, slash and thunder. And then if the turn is at every 4 turns, she would add Acrobat Glacia and then Acrobat Thunder to her attacks. So yeah, a lot of follow-ups for silver. I don't know where they're going with this, but yeah. And then number 2 is Battle Switch, Cold and Thunder. So this is probably what we are gonna expect later on in Global. You know, we have the action switch, but now we have the battle switch. So battle switch, whenever silver does a cold element attack, she would buff everyone with all attributes. Small effect. And then when she does a thunder element attack, she would debuff all enemies with all attribute medium effect. And then she has intrinsic greatsword. So yeah, this is silver, and let's see the stats. 130 strength. That's high. Okay, so Thunder Slash. And then this one we already know from UDX. And then Acrobat Glacia. So it's the same thing as Acrobat Thunder, but you know, with the ice animation. Alright, next one is Sumire. Eileen, if you're here, your girl has a new style, Sumire, and I really wanted her. This is the artwork. Okay, skill number 1 is AoE slash and then heal the party with extra small heal. Skill number 2, it's AoE slash, and then you buff yourself with defense boost, small effect 2 turns, and then this one, sorry, it does an AoE of slash and then it gives an AoE defense boost, small effect for 2 turns, and then gives this buff for 1 turn to everyone. So this one is a 25% chance to take 0 damage from enemies. And then when your party is taking damage, they would buff themselves with endurance and willpower, 25% chance at medium effect. The first one to take 0 damage is also behind 25% RNG. And then this is the reason why I want Sumire. So skill number 3 is a row, and then you can use it 3 times per battle, and then you buff yourself with this. What this one is, it follows up your attack with sword acceleration. So that's the skill number 2 from Christmas style. So for every attack, you would buff yourself with strength, and you can use this 3 times. So think about it, if you use this along with the Christmas tree jutsu from the Christmas style, so she would be doing a lot of attacks. That's what I'm expecting from Sumire. And then this one, ability number 1, turn starts, you give yourself action order extreme effect for 1 turn. You give everyone attack boost large effect, defense boost medium effect, and then buff everyone with endurance, willpower, love, and charm. So basically the defensive buffs. Second ability, when your attack lands, you heal yourself extra small. You give yourself BP +1. Take note, it's not weak attack anymore, just like the Christmas or the SaGa style. And then you give yourself an attack boost medium effect for 2 turns, and then buff yourself with willpower small effect. And then the third one is Bunshi Nimpo. When taking damage, you mitigate that damage 30%. Turn starts BP +1, and then you give yourself dodge 1 time for 1 turn. And then at battle starts on, I think it's odd turn. So silver earlier was even turn, this is odd turn. So odd turn, you give yourself this for 1 turn. What this one does is basically the same as her ability number 2. So for every odd turn, you would have more BP and attack boost with you. So yeah, I'm just thinking about it, and if you already stack this and then stack the Christmas tree jutsu, then you should be good as long as you don't get disabled. I'm not sure whether oh yeah, it's the same thing. Hold on. Okay, so it doesn't say whether she loses this if she gets disabled, but I know the Christmas tree jutsu, she loses that when she gets disabled. So yeah, total of 8 attacks, and I think you can do 4 of the Christmas tree and then 3 of this. So that's why I really wanted her, and she's probably my ticket for 270. Hey Emerald, how are you? Happy New Year. But yeah, that's Sumire. Okay, so stats. 130 strength, 113 agility. Pretty good. A little just average for endurance, but that's fine. You know, that's Sumire for you. Skill animation. And then this one, the shuriken. Oh, that's cute. Oh, that's why there's the dodging, because she gives everyone the training dummy. That's cute. Oh no, that's good to hear that you're feeling better. I'm sorry you're going through stomach ulcer. I know it sucks, especially the holidays. Alright, that's the Sumire for you. And then Angelo, this is Fornus. Your Fornus. The artwork is amazing. Alright, so skill number 1 is Cure Water. Fornus becomes a support actually. So, yes, Lord Fornus. So yeah, we know Cure Water. Single target and then cure self with small effect. With Sumire, yep, her damage is not that high because she's mostly for follow-up, you know. Especially after stacking skill number 3 and then the Christmas tree jutsu if you have the Christmas style. Oh yeah, that I get that sometimes too, Emerald, when I eat spicy food. That my stomach gets upset sometimes if it's too spicy for me. Alright. Sorry, Angelo. Continuing on with Lord Fornus. So Cure Water, we already know what that is. The second one, you can only use it twice per battle. It's a support single target. You can give heat up and defense up to a specific party member, and then you buff yourself with this. So this one, it says it's permanent for the battle. It gives everyone defense boost, large effect for 1 turn, and then he can use this twice, and so he should be able to give 2 times of defense boost, large effect per turn. And then Tempest Veil, so it's a fast AoE, and then you buff everyone with defense boost, medium effect, and guard up small effect for 2 turns. So yeah, pretty good, I would say, for Fornus. A lot of defenses, especially if you have the counter skills from the latest whatchamacallit, the one that from the finale, or from the SaGa, I think. Yeah, I think the SaGa would be better because he would nullify himself with indirect damage. So he can become a buffer with defense boost as well as a counter tank with the inherit. So pretty good for Fornus, I would say. And then battle starts element enhanced cold with maximum or super extreme effect. And then turn starts, you give everyone this and this for 1 turn. This one, it says when your party members, including himself, does a cold element attack, they would give themselves BP +1 and extra small heal. And then this one, when they do a cold element attack, they buff each other cold attack boost, large for 2 turns. So yeah, a little specific for cold element, and that's why if you have the counter from Fornus, you would be able to take advantage of this. It doesn't say that it's not limited. It's not limited to just regular attacks. And then skill ability number 2, odd turn, give yourself BP +1, and then buff self with the defensive attributes, endurance, willpower, love, and charm. And then even turn, you would give everyone BP +1, and then you give everyone the offensive attributes, strength, dexterity, agility, and intelligence. One moment, I'll be right back. Alright friends, sorry about that. I had to take care of Bowie for a bit. But yeah, where was I? So odd and even turn. Even turn, BP +1 to everyone, and then offensive attributes, small effect. And then Iron Wall 7. Alright, that's the... I think they could have put intrinsic for Fornus on this one, but yeah, Iron Wall should be okay. Alright, let's do a multi, and then let's try to gather some jewels in the books. Hello, Hal. How are you? Happy New Year. Yeah, New Year's Eve still. Yes, Fornus is pretty good. This banner, I love. The other banner, I think Buun would be my target, if anything. But, yeah. Let's do this. Let's test our luck. Alright. Onegaishimasu. Can we see Mukucha? No pets. Not even an explosion. I need to grind in global too. I'm severely behind with content. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nope. It's okay. Alright, let's unlock some pages from SaGa Frontier 1 book. And yeah, we'll see where this goes. Whatchamacallit, they kind of changed the book. We still get the 150 per stage. And then it's now just until level 3 that you need to be at to be able to get to the next map. So two clears and you're good. Oop. Thank you. Nope. Nope. Okay. Sorry, let me change this real quick. And yes, Silsey, I got the latest Acellus just this morning. I got extremely lucky. With the 5,000 jewels and the login jewels, I did some singles and I was able to get Acellus. And then I spread out the whatchamacallit, the jewels and didn't got, well, I pulled in the Fornus banner and I got Thomas. So it's fine. Who am I doing? I forgot what I was doing now. Hold on. I need an AoE. I just need some AoE. Okay, let's do rock. It's fine. Oh, I need strength. Sorry, I wasn't prepared for this. This is my bad, so my apology. AoE. I just need an AoE. You. Okay. Oh, and then for the new book, since again, it's a new month, so there's a new book in JP. The Gacha weapon is short sword. I don't know what the secret page weapon is still. But let's talk about global, as you know, as I try to unlock some pages and get the jewels. So for global, I hope that you guys are gonna try to pull for Dread Queen. She's really not necessary, but she would help you in some of the contents. But definitely just Dread Queen and done for both banners. The SaGa 2 banners, I would say same thing. If you go for Esper Girl and done. If you have Julian should be enough until the next Julian arrives. If you don't have Julian, then consider getting Human Male. Human Male is pretty solid in tanking and counter. So there's that. And then yeah, Silsey. Just like what Silsey said. Yes, I have the legend. This is the new Kurt, by the way, Solid Snake. So like what Silsey said, because there is we know that we are on the second book, so definitely the other banners that comes along with the second book should be anytime soon. And one of them is the SaGa Frontier 1 double banner, in which having Alkaiser and so Alkaiser is the top choice. Alkaiser will get you along through a lot of fights. And then the other one would be the second to Alkaiser would be Acellus and White Rose. And then the third one would be for Gen, T260 and Rouge. I need to learn from you, Nova, that I have to save my jewels. I'm really bad at saving jewels. Does JP get series specific? No, we don't get series specific battles. I haven't even done the Doki Doki trials just yet. I think I have only done it until ultra hard, because that's what I can auto. Esper Girl is pretty solid, Nova. I think it's worth the pity because of the BP battery, and especially if you have the other styles where you can play around with whatever you need from her. If you have the Witch's Trick and also Telekinesis, both of those would be helpful for you. For me, Emerald, I got 21,000, I think, because I keep on getting the weekly and the monthly pack. So, and it's all thanks to that I'm able to pull some of the banners. The newest Remembrance boss in JP is Vampire Lady. Yep, Vampire Lady. No buff break. It's just kind of like Deathmaster but higher damage, because she does a lot of AoE, and then she heals herself, and then there's also LP damage. So kind of like Deathmaster in a way, but a little harder. I don't know what I just did. There's some strong winds. You gotta protect yourself. That's what it says. Okay. Whatchamacallit? Kinda sorta a DPS race. But if you don't do enough damage, then she would out-heal your damage, and yeah, it's basically an never-ending fight. Hey Mr. Sun, how are you? Happy New Year! And I'm sorry, Mr. Sun, that you shared that you pitied Esper Girl as well. I hope you have a better luck on the next banner. And then, so going back to global, so remember we have the book being available first before the attack, and then it's the same thing, right? It's Magnate. So I don't know if you guys noticed the attack version of the battle versus the free quest one. The free quest has higher HP and higher stats. That's the only difference. Same skills, same everything. I wish I could get Esper Boy, but I don't have jewels. Just like Silsey, I gotta save for SaGa Frontier 1, because you know, SaGa Frontier 1. I was surprised to see T260 for current content in JP. T260 is a little complicated to use, but you know, too complex for my simple brain. So, but if you are able to use her efficiently, she would be really strong. And since I have 16 people watching, I did a community post where I shared my plans for 2024. I'll do more streams. I'll focus more in doing streams, and if I have the time, I'll do content. But expect more streams from me than content. And during streams, we can talk about whatever from the game, and I'll try to notate the timestamp from the stream, so that whoever watches the stream can check out the timestamp of whatever we discuss during the stream. I don't know how to do that yet, but that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, Jewel Beast. So I don't know if you guys follow the JP meme or stuff, but Jewel Beast is Nobuo-san. So Nobuo-san is the host for the stream in JP. Romancing Saga, whenever they share a live stream, Nobuo-san is the host, and Nobuo-san does his own gameplay stream of Romancing Saga, and then there's always this running joke with him where he ran out of jewel, and then he mentioned jewel kureo. That means more jewels please. And so when the Saga Soul banner Dread Queen came out and Jewel Beast was there, a lot of the stuff that he mentions was coded from Nobuo-san. So it's basically an embodiment of Nobuo-san in the game, and people were so hyped about it. And also, one other thing, if you haven't cleared 210, Jewel Beast or Dread Queen would be helpful for you in that battle. So Dread Queen, I would say, is good, especially with the addition of the intelligence debuff with her curse or whatever. So it would be able to help with... I forgot what is the next... Let's check out the next free quest. I forgot what's the next free quest is for the second book. But yeah, if you want to know what are the banners that comes with the book, just download JP. You would be able to see everything. Because all of the events are permanent. Let's do a retry, it's fine. What else? So for global... I don't know if Aslana's banner is still available. I think it's already done. But I had to pity Aslana. Unfortunately, I got a lot of Fulbright and Bruni, and so I had to use Fulbright. Other than free quests, Mr. Sun, there's really nothing. So I'm hoping they would give us the background auto retry so that we are able to do certain stuff, you know, while our game grinds, basically. Yep, that is true, Silsey, because it's not because you have Dread Queen that automatic that would cover you for 210, because they would still be able to land their elements with you. The debuff from Dread Queen would be triggered as they do their attacks, and so they have to survive at least the first few attacks until certain debuffs are implemented already. Inflicted, rather. Oh, that's what I've been doing, Solid Snake in JP. Like, I prepared for this banner. I trained all of the on-banner characters to cap. Especially with the 20-second retry. Why is this all single target? That's fine. Like what I mentioned, right? The events are permanent. And so the best place to farm on a background is the Hardy event. So the Hardy event, there is the boss stage, you know, Deep Tentacular, where Hardy would show up and then one-shot the enemy. If you don't have anybody doing a buff at turn starts or at battle starts, that the time for that would be exactly 6 seconds, and then you pay 13 seconds of time tax for doing the auto retry for you. So it's basically a 20-second retry per on the background. And I made a mistake, Solid Snake. So I have 9 million romancing coin with me, and then it just reset the romancing shop. I didn't know that the retry ticket wouldn't have a limit, so I hit max, and now I don't have romancing coin to buy all the stuff. It drained all my romancing coin, all 9 million of them. Oh, and then Mr. Sun, in JP, during December, they added this armor medal. So right now I have 1 million of it. You get like 20 or 16 of it. You need 600,000 to get a piece of armor. It's really good armor, by the way. I don't know. Oh, let me do one more, and then I'll show the list of exchange items. But I haven't exchanged anything just yet, because I don't know what I'm lacking. I'll probably get a slash armor. Hello Zet, how are you? Happy New Year. But yeah, we're just trying to get some jewels, Zet, and then we're gonna try one more multi on the Fornus banner. And then after that, we're gonna go through the other banner and then go through battle memory, and then do the Shirei final boss. For everyone, just making sure, is everybody comfortable in seeing the final boss for Shirei's story? I wanted to make sure that I don't, show spoilers for whoever doesn't want to see it. Just speak up if you don't want to see it. If nobody responds, then I assume that everybody's okay. I got to ×1 HP Zet, and then I didn't have the mitigation from Final Empress, and then I died. All right. Let me show real quick. Silsey, I'll let you know. I'll be quick. So this is what the final boss looks like from Silsey's from Shirei's chapter. So it kind of looks like a combination of the different bosses that we have from the physical appearance. Alright, Silsey, it's safe now. So for that one, you need different types of attack, from physical to magic to direct and indirect, because certain HP, he would take 0 damage or would reduce your damage severely for either physical, magic, direct, or indirect. And then on the last HP bar, you would be dealing with a random every turn, whether he would severely debuff you for those type of attacks, one type of attack only per turn. So that's how the battle is. And then the battle memory, like I said, I watch Zelsan clear this, and it's so funny. So the game is at the 5th year anniversary, right? So the enemies that you face kinda is the what we used during the 1st year, 2nd year, and so on. And I don't know if Shylor is here from Share's chat, but Shylor, this is White Rose. Remember our party before? We had to go rapid stream, and then we just keep on doing submission with Azami and Kat, and that's how we tackled content. And then White Rose as well with the with the Chocoball, and then Sophia as our best healer. That's year 1 for us. And then we move on to year 2. So what the Japanese it says is basically the number in Japanese: Hitotsu, Futatsu, Mitsu, Yotsu, and then Itsu. So the 1st year, Azami Cat combo with the submission spamming. Remember when we do Pyro Hydra and then let Pyro Hydra deal 0 damage? That's year 1 for us. Year 2, we then move on to World Tower. So World Tower, remember, we gotta have White Rose, we gotta have Mama, we gotta have Buun, and then we gotta have Narwhal's daughter. And then the 5th one, so this one is Acellus, because the main bottleneck in JP is the is the 3 minions, and you gotta have Acellus to be able to do intelligence debuff. Other than Acellus, you could also have Judy with you. That was when Judy was brought to JP as a, kind of like a meta character for that floor. But yeah, this is year 2. We had World Tower. And we move on to year 3. So year 3, one moment. Sorry about that. I don't want to blow my nose in front of the microphone. So year 3, that is the time when Liam first showed up. And as you know, Liam and Mask Dad were the meta back then, and also Mama is still meta. And then the other 2 could be subjective, right? We have yeah, it shows that, right, that they watch content creators. I mean, even Ichikawa-san, he would post on Twitter that he cleared Spiral Corridor, and believe it or not, he cleared 250 250 before me. That's how good Ichikawa-san plays this game a lot too. And he would also complain on Twitter, "Oh, I would love to get this character, but I don't have the jewels." But yes, this is like the egg team, Silsey. That's correct. So we have Liam, we have Masdad, and then we have Mama. And then the other two could be subjective depending on the battle. And then year 4, so that's last year. So year 4, we had the Sarowin Tower, remember? So Sarowin Tower, we had Sheraha as the tank, and then Sheraha, and then we have Anya, because you gotta have buff cleansing all the time, and then in JP, Esper Gal was meta because she was the one who can give defense boost and also healing with telekinesis follow-up, and then Sarowin as well, Sarowin and Sheraha combo, and then Rock Bouquet could be anybody. And now we move on to year 5. So year 5, that's when we had Joe, we had Julian, and then like I mentioned, we had Alkaiser. Save up for Alkaiser. He would be able to carry you in a lot of hard content with healing, defense boost, guard up, and dodging. And then we also have Shirei and Kihachi. So Shirei and Kihachi, of course, they had to show them because they're the focus of the going 5th year, right? Shirei is still meta. The first Shirei was meta like a month ago, and then it kind of stopped. And then now we have the new Shirei, and Shirei kind of was revived. Julian is the same. So Julian was meta until like last month, and then when the new Julian came out, he kind of overpowered the current Julian that we have. And then Kihachi, I pulled Kihachi mainly because I wanted to showcase for all of you, but I personally am not gonna pull for Kihachi in global if I don't have the jewels with me, because Kihachi I haven't really brought in hard content or farming. It's mainly with showcase with hard content. She was able to carry me through 230, and then I wasn't able to use her after. But I remember a Twitter post, Iskandar-san. So that person loves Iskandar. Iskandar-san posts the parties that were used for hard content. So say Spiral 270, 260. He watches on who posts their party, and then he kind of collects them and shares them to everyone. Iskandar-san shared that somebody used Kihachi for 270, but I don't know how that's gonna work. So I still gotta figure it out. But right now, I really wanted Sumire to be usable in that one. Alright, let's do the Earth Dragon until Ultra Hard. So we get 1,000 jewels. And then let's get 4 more pages in the free quest. And then let's do another multi. After that, Silsey, I don't know if you're gonna stay for the final boss for Shirei's chapter, but I'm gonna start doing that. Unless you guys want me to do Battle Memory. Battle Memory, I saw Zelsan and Saigon post their videos, and it's roughly 20 minutes per battle, and there's 5 of them. We can tackle that if you want, or we just focus on the final boss first, and then any extra time we're gonna do the Battle Memory. Let me know what you guys think. But I have a hard stop roughly 2 hours from now. It's 2:44. I gotta end the stream at my 5 o'clock because I gotta prepare our New Year's Eve dinner. Right? But you know, Nova, Earth Dragon, right? You gotta fight Earth Dragon if you play Saga Frontier 1 because that's where you get something. I remember facing this and I'm like, why is this enemy so strong? I was just exploring around that dungeon in SaGa Frontier 1. Before I forget, I think I shared earlier, but I wanted to stream SaGa Emerald Beyond on, well, a couple days after release. I won't be able to get it day one because I don't want to get it digitally. Unfortunately, in the US, it seems like there is no plan for a physical copy release. So I gotta get my copy online. I really wanted a physical one. So it's gonna have to wait until I get that game. But yeah, I plan to stream that by April. Hopefully by then I finish my backlog of Octopath 2 and Final Fantasy 16. Yeah, I'm jealous, Silsey, because Japan already has it for pre-order. Because I saw Luna-san already put her pre-order for that. How about you, Silsey? Do you prefer digital or physical copy? Ah, I see. I mean, I think you would be able to do it too, Nova, right? With the power that you have, because you do a lot of art, so you should have a powerful PC or laptop with you that you're able to do that at 60 FPS. Yeah, me too, Silsey. That's why with the Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster Collection, I couldn't bear myself in getting that all digital. So when my coworker flew back to Philippines, I asked him to buy the Pixel Remaster for me. It's the same price as getting it from Play Asia, but Play Asia, you gotta have $100 of purchase for them to ship it to you. Try Play Asia, Silsey. I know they try to ship around the world, so maybe you would be able to get the Southeast Asia version, and there should be an English option for that. Really? There is no physical copy in Europe. Yeah, there's the Free Quest Earth Dragon. Before I forget, Mr. Sun, this is the exchange for the armor medal. There are 6 armors that you can get. You can get a full body suit, the heavy armor, the light armor, a robe, boots, a helmet, and a glove. And then a shirt. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 in total. So you need 4.8 million armor medal. And just to show everyone where I farm, the 6 seconds or 19 seconds rather. The 19 seconds retry should be this one. Ah, it's like a limited release, I would think, Silsey, right? So this is Deep Tentacooler. If I'm lucky with my tribe, whatchamacallit, Hardy would show up, and then that would be 6 seconds. But with this party, this is not 6 seconds because there's some buff happening on battle starts and turn starts, so probably 7 or 8 seconds. Yeah, my local GameStop here surprisingly has the Star Ocean 2, but I'm waiting for it to go on sale. Sorry, Angelo. Angelo kept on telling me to get Star Ocean 2. Come on, Hardy, show up. But that I'm a little surprised though. If you check GameStop, they actually have a page for SaGa Emerald Beyond, but it's wrong. It says publisher is Bandai Namco. But I'm wondering why they have it. They have a page for that. So I'm not sure whether there's gonna be a GameStop exclusive for US release. I'm hoping that's the case because they did that with Tales of Hearts remaster in the Vita before. So, you know, can't hurt to hope something like that, right? Sorry, I'm having terrible luck right now with Hardy not showing up with his umami power. Come on, umami power. Nah. Sorry for the fireworks. Sorry, umami power is not showing up. So in Hawaii, just for everyone's knowledge, the huge or loud fireworks are illegal, but there's a lot of them happening all over the island. I live in a valley where by evening my time there would be a lot of fireworks being lit up. I mean, it's already crazy as it is last night, and yeah, it's gonna get crazier tonight. We are extremely lucky that Bowie isn't flinched by the fireworks. She's like, okay, there's some sounds happening outside. It's not a stranger, so I'm not angry. Kind of thing. Sorry, umami power is not showing up. After this, I'm gonna stop. Come on. Sorry. Yeah, umami power is not showing up on stream. Alright, one... Sorry, I'm trying to count. 3, 6. So 7 more pages to unlock. And then we get 3,000 jewels, and then we should be able to do the multi. Where's the new page? Oh, this one. And by the way, for those that are behind with the grinding with free quest, do not fret. We should have a conquest by 3rd or 4th book, but if we have a conquest, that's a extremely good time. I'm not just saying a good time, but extremely good time to catch up with old books. So they would give you XP stamps, and you would be able to level up the pages with those XP stamps without grinding them. So that's why we just had the conquest recently, and because of Tatiana, you know, pounding Kazinsi, that I was able to get all of the books into 299 without grinding. No. There is no content behind Battle Historia, Mr. Sun. That we're just missing the tickets that we are supposed to get, you know, to use in the dummy trainer. But we can get that in Romancing Shop, so we're not losing anything. There's also no jewels locked behind them too. I know, right, Silsey? We are still at the point where they want us to pull for a featured character, but by later on, by the third book, they fix a lot of stuff by third book, so I'm excited for that. That we are no longer required to have the event characters, but instead, whoever have the bonus with stat attribute gain, that they would be able to give stage experience as well. So that's gonna get fixed soon. Yeah. Yep, I don't have a feature. Look, I don't have any feature style with me, but I think 4 of them are give stage XP. So no problem with that at all. And then what else? So for global, 220 would be King Say or the Skeleton King. It's gonna be a management of odd and even turn and single target and AoE. If you do an AoE on the wrong turn, you would give them attack boost and it's basically game over for you. I notice how in the second book each page shares the same weakness instead of random. It's much better. They would tell us by the third book, Mr. Sun. So just like how... Hold on. Let me move to the next page. So just like how it is now, if you see that that magician, right? That magician is either slash or dark. So yeah, so it's dark. And then after that, once you click a node, it would tell you whether it's row, column, AoE, and then what element. But right now they fixed it where, say for this one, it's the magician, so it's either slash or dark. If they pick dark, then all of the nodes in here would be dark as well. So everything gets fixed by third book. It's annoying with the first 2 books, honestly. I suppose SSS mats will get more abundant. Yes, that is true, Solid Snake. So when we had the auto retry, let me show you. There is a 10,000 exchange for the SSS materials. And also, they changed the login bonus where you would get... I forgot how much. I think it's 60, if not something. A small amount of SSS material during login. It's 2 per week. I appreciate that because it's Virgil. But yeah, definitely Alkaiser would have good use for that. Or if you don't have a second SSS claw, still having the Remembrance Claw and then one other character having the SSS claw would be able to take advantage of that. What was I gonna do? Let me show you this Solid Snake. I think I shared the screenshot in Share's chat one time. But this... Oh, I don't have it anymore. It's the Romancing Saga 3 exchange. Yeah, I don't have it anymore. Sorry. And then this is the... Mr. Sun, this is the Historia points. I don't remember what we had here. I think it's just the usual stuff. But we can also get retry tickets from here. So, I don't know how they're gonna change that. Yeah, that's how I roll normally, Nova. So, if I have a support that doesn't really do good damage, then I would have them use the Remembrance Weapon. Because it still gives that 9% extra mitigation and attack. I need to do remembrance battle myself in global and JP. I think I missed exchanging. I missed getting last month's well, this month rather, December, in JP for remembrance. The the progress that you already did. So oh well. Yeah, I've been slacking a lot in remembrance. In global, the last I touched remembrance was the release of Siegfried, I think. And then I only did sword. I haven't done anybody else. Sword and great sword, I think. And if they implement an SSS upgrade for remembrance weapon and you need some materials, that's gonna be a heavy GG's for me because I'm lacking a lot of materials. And then for everybody else that's also playing Ever Crisis, there's so much free draws right now in there. Some 5-star guarantee and the whatchamacallit, sorry, my mind is blanking. The feature banner is also pretty good with Cloud and Sephiroth. What staff did you do, Nova? Hey Harry, how are you? Happy New Year. You dropped global? I don't understand. You dropped global because I found out I prefer spending the same time. Ah, sorry. I misinterpreted that. Yes, I guess you and I have the same thinking, Harry, because I have been severely slacking in global. Like I shared to the chat earlier, I just got to Adventure Rank 10. I haven't unlocked all of the pages in the second book, where by now I should have unlocked it. I haven't been grinding the characters lately. So, and then the event, I haven't finished the Doki Doki Trials. I haven't done the Titan event with Dread Queen. A lot of stuff. So, I need to catch up on that. But like what you said, same thing for me. Because I'm also playing Ever Crisis, that there are some interesting events and there are some progress that I'm making in Ever Crisis that I kind of was putting more time into it. And without the changes in global, it kind of felt redundant for me, where there's nothing really new for me to try in global other than maybe if I have other characters with me, that I would be able to test out different party that I use when clearing that same content in JP. So that's why we'll see. It's a we'll see kind of thing. I haven't really dropped global just yet. I still play it not too much. I have been missing a lot of login jewels and the daily 110 jewels. I have been missing on that too. So we'll see. Ah, you did Dark Staff. That's pretty good. For me, in global, I had to do Water Staff because I used the same party for Kirin and Time Lord for Ellie said. So I went for Water Staff. But I think a good option would be Sun Staff, because Sun Staff would be perfect for White Bros, the next one. And also if we get SaGa So Patrick, that Patrick would be able to use that as well. Because Patrick doesn't really do damage. He's just there to tank. Hey Copy, how are you? Hold on, let me look up how do you say, because I don't know any Portuguese other than bon dia. Oh, it's the same as Spanish. Feliz Ano Novo. Is that correct? Happy New Year. Yes, Patrick from Romancing Saga 1. Ah. So I think the difference is the second word, right? Copy. So I know for Spanish it's Feliz Año Novo, right? But when I looked it up now for Portuguese, it says Feliz Ano Novo. Yeah, I haven't learned any more Portuguese beyond Bom Dia. And I have a neighbor next to us who's Brazilian, so they kind of teach me a few words. You know, I kind of learn them and then I forget. But then they watch Bowie sometimes, our dog Bowie. So they she was telling me that, oh, I'm gonna teach your dog Portuguese. What is a boa noit noite noit? Ah, okay. Boa noite. I'm definitely killing the pronunciation. And then copy, just to make sure, are you okay with spoilers, with seeing the final chapter, Shirei final chapter boss? Just making sure. Oh, thank you. Well, because whatchamacallit, Tagalog, the words for Filipino, sorry, the dialect for Filipino is Tagalog, and it's mainly from Spanish, or Spanish inspired rather. So some of the words are shared with Spanish and Tagalog. But the words are sometimes different. Like we say it differently for Merry Christmas versus Feliz Navidad for Spanish. 3 more pages and then we can do a multi, and then we're gonna do the final boss chapter. The final boss attempts. And then I also was able to get Final Empress and Azami. Final Empress is really helpful, especially with the party I'm using. I'm gonna explain the party later. I really wanted to get Final Emperor, but we'll see if I get extra jewels. Dozy, how are you? No, not Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. We can. I mean, I haven't really learned about the 7 heroes just yet, so we'll see, right? Whatchamacallit, I still don't know how we can tackle the 7 heroes without dying on the last HP. Because there's a guaranteed insta-kill on the last HP. How is your holiday so far, Dozy? You've been busy? Okay. Sorry, I was just checking, making sure I don't hijack some of the viewers from Sure. I don't know whether Sher is gonna do a stream or not, but I just went with it. Hmm. So copy, you mean the SaGa style Final Empress? Because the latest Final Empress, I don't think she increases insta-kill resistance, but I could be wrong. Nice. It's always nice to be home for the holidays with family. The closest family I have here is a 30-minute drive. So okay, I get it now. So the AoE heal is the same as Maria's. Silsey pointed that out when we were running through the banner. And that is true because you get one extra usage of that every 5 turns. But yeah, what I was saying, Dozy, is a 30-minute drive from where we're at to see family. And I use family loosely because they're my kind of like a second distant cousin, if I can use that term, because we're not directly related, but we're kind of related, you know, along the family tree. But we treat each other like family anyway, so we don't mind. So definitely that Empress would have 2 usage of that healing, right? Copy. So you could have an emergency heal and then use the heal and then be able to charge back 2 usage, right? Compared to JP where we can only charge 1 time. Why is it an air quotes cousins? Okay, I think one more and then we should have enough for a multi. Angelo, if you're there, give me your good luck for Fornus. Or maybe Sumire. What are these? Oh, nani ka aru? Okay. Something? 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 Oh, nani ka aru? Okay. Oh. Okay. Thank you, game. Yeah, or bear. Yes, copy. So I really wanted Sumire. What is this? Okay. Okay. So Final Empress and Final Emperor definitely. Leon and Cat definitely. The 5th one is a little weird because you could put in maybe Muse, maybe Monica for extra attack and defense boost, but we'll see. I don't have Cat with me. I also don't have Final Emperor, so my best bet for the tank spot would be Robin. Okay, we have jewels. Let's go. Angelo, give me your good luck for Lord Fornius. Or maybe Sumire. Okay. And then after doing the multi, we'll go through the Buun banner. Let me know if you guys want to hear about the Christmas banner as well. Yes, I want Sumire. Okay. Mr. Burgundy? You mean this one? Patrick? This is the second Patrick style, which is again a little weird. Good thing I got a Celis from poking the banner. Okay. Lord Fornius or Sumire. Come on. Or both. Let's go. Blackout, maybe. Let's go. Have blackout. I'm wishing for the world here. Onegaishimasu. Okay, that's Mako. Are we gonna have blackout? Or at least one SS. Okay. No explosion. Yes, it's Kurt. Yeah. It's the new style. I forgot when that was released. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Come on, some SS. We've been getting a lot of S. 8, 9. Nope. Oh well. Let's see. Okay. One moment. Disclaimer. Please spend wisely. Sorry. Please spend wisely. Do not spend beyond your means. I'm gonna get 2 multis out of this. Why am I not able to do it now? Oh, I'm unable to get jewels now in JP. I thought I can. That's weird. I guess I cannot anymore. Sorry. I'll try figure it out off stream, but usually I'm able to buy jewels in JP, but now it seems I cannot. Sorry, friends, for the suspense. Okay, Silsey, sorry. This is gonna be the final boss for Shirei's chapter. Okay, let's go. So this is the party I'm using. Yeah, it's this one. So let me go through the party. Yep, okay. This is the party I'm using. Joe, Final Empress, Hardy, Leon, and Mama. So Joe, same thing. Flame Force, and then because you need different types of attacks and different types of I guess mode of attack, whether direct, indirect, physical, magic, then I have to bring a magic DPS. And so Joe is perfect because you can also counter with intelligence debuff, which is very important for the battle. And then Final Empress, what Copy was saying earlier, there is Maria's healing with her, so for skill number 2, so there's that. And then she's basically just spamming Moon Sparkle Saber, which is a single target slash and sun. She gives everyone defense boost, large effect for 3 turns. And then because she does a sun element, she would give an extra defense boost to the party for doing a sun element attack. And everybody actually in the party who does a sun element, they would give an extra defense boost to the party for 1 turn. Small effect, but it's fine. And then I made sure the gears are slash pierce cold heat, slash blunt pierce heat cold and sun. All of those are what you need. And then ailments are also important. This is Final Empress Dozy. So this is what she actually looks like in the game. You know, just like the very first Platinum style. Exactly like that. And then Hardy, he would help the party with Umami power, which is to mitigate indirect damage because the boss does a lot of indirect damage, and then also improves damage for everyone. And then he gives BP +1, +2, +3, +4 to the party at end of turn at 50, 37, 25, and 12% accordingly. And then he has intrinsic with him. That's basically what Hardy is for. And then he also does buff cleansing every turn if possible. Leon we already saw from before. Leon is going to be buffing the party with skill number 3 spamming, so that extra attack and defense boost, and then everybody would also heal themselves and BP +1. Mama is here to give Lance Dance. So Lance Dance, if you haven't seen from the last stream, she would buff the party with a mini intrinsic. So what Lance Dance does is it buffs the party with this. What this does is it increases damage 20%, mitigates resist damage 30%, and then dodges resist attack by 12%. It's a small chance rather than a 37% from intrinsic. So like I said, a mini intrinsic to everyone, and it only lasts for one turn. So that's why she needs to cast this Lance Dance every turn. She just keeps on using Lance Dance, and then she would also allow the party to be able to... She buffs the party basically every time she attacks. She has a maximum of 4 attacks with guaranteed follow-up with Glint Throw, and then I forgot what the skill number 3 is from the 3rd style, but in Japanese it's Whizzly Cheer. It's at a 37% chance, and then 37% chance as well for Holy Lands. And then we have the new... So before we had the 30-30 attack and mitigate, but now we have the 40-30, sorry, 40% attack and 30% mitigate. Wait, that's not 40. 20, 30, 40. Yeah, 40%. I'm sorry. Yeah, 40%. 40 and then 30% mitigate. I mix that up all the time. So yeah, that's the party. And like I said, resistance to slash, blunt, pierce, heat, and sun. Finesse is 30-30 right now in global, but now we have the update to the finesse, which is the 40-30. This one, 40-30. Alright, let's go. No, not on auto. Okay, Flame Force. So we, like I said, we just gotta spam Moon Sparkle Saber. Hey Double G, Happy New Year. Yes, hopefully we get it this time. And then Hardy is gonna do Punching My Way, which is buff cleansing all the time. Skill number 3 for Leon all the time. Lance Dance for Mama all the time as well. If we get good RNG, then we should be able to keep on using that. So now magic is severely reduced for our magic attack. So Joe is gonna do 0 damage. This is the final boss, for Shirei's chapter. So we can talk actually, because this is gonna be a lot of sorry, I can mute the audio. We can talk because this is gonna be a lot of repeat. It's mainly Joe doing the odd circle and then the great whatchamacallit, the great squid, and then everybody else is doing the same thing. So let me know if it works, if I have to mute the audio or not. I unmuted it again. Yep, Leon is very, very helpful. Because he gives 20-30, I think. 20% attack, 30% mitigate. And then he buffs everyone and then allows everyone for extra small healing and BP. So of course, the best in slot for Hardy is Anya, because Anya guarantees Etwa follow-up, but I don't have Christmas Anya, so... And I would love to use Hardy whenever I can, so I'm using Hardy. Yeah, I don't know too, copy. Okay, Moon Sparkle Saber, Punching My Way. Yeah, a lot of repeat. Yes, I am I was born and raised in Philippines, but I don't look like Filipino. And I know I'm very fluent in Tagalog. Aha! Good to know, good to know. Well, maligayang bagong taon po, Double G. Why are we only eating? We gotta drink too. Tagay tayo, pare. There should be drinks, right? Okay, so again, a lot of repeat, so it's fine. And that's the one thing I miss in Philippines. When it's Christmas, there's this special rice cake that's sold on the street, and it's my all-time favorite. You could get it if you go to a buffet restaurant, but it's not the same as getting it from the streets, you know. And also, Christmas, New Year's Eve is always crazy everywhere in Philippines. There's so much fireworks going on. And karaoke. Don't forget karaoke, right, Double G? I mean, we have the part of Honolulu where there's a lot of Filipino who lives there, and you would know because there's whatever I discussed about New Year's Eve, it happens in that part of the island where there's a lot of fireworks, karaoke, and you know, partying. Hey Majin, how are you? Happy New Year. This is the Shirei final boss. Shirei chapter final boss. And I'm happy, Majin, that you got Queen early as well. And I'm sorry you had to pity Venus. So yeah, right now it's easy peasy, and then it gets harder by the time we get to times 2 HP. I don't know, I haven't really used Venus in JP. I pulled her because I really wanted Odin, because I thought, you know, the auto revive will have some kind of mechanic in the future, but there wasn't really anything. So that's why I got Venus, because I was hoping for Odin. Yeah, I don't know how it is where you're at, Dozy, but here in Honolulu, a lot of places are closed for the holiday. There are some parts where they're expecting customers, so they don't charge up. But if it's like a social event or like a street party, then that's where the venue would mark up some of the stuff. Like sometimes they would close down Waikiki for a street party, or downtown for a street party, and so on. Usually downtown would have some kind of New Year's party. It gets crazy there. Alright, times 4. So times 4 and times 3 is gonna be Joe's turn to shine, because it's gonna be the wreck damage that gets mitigated. But we're still gonna do the same thing. Yeah, it's direct damage. So Mama and Joe are gonna do damage. So Mama partially with Glint Throw, Lance Dance, and Holy Lance. Wizzly Cheer won't do damage because it's direct, obviously. So yes, for everybody who just joined, if you haven't pulled yet in global, maybe pull for queen, but not necessary. Um, I'm sorry, Majin, but just ignore the villains for Saga 2. And then for the heroes for Saga 2, if you don't have if you don't have Julian, then human male is pretty good. Not the same, but serviceable. If Esper Girl is also pretty usable as well for a little while, because we're gonna have the best character in the game ever, Virgil, the Yukata version. He's the best character that you guys have to pull. That's, by the way, my favorite character, so take that with a grain of salt. But because of the BP battery of what Esper Girl does, Virgil can do it a tad better, although locked behind a condition. Right, Nova? See? Alright, so other than that, I think the better value banner would be the Saga Frontier 1, where having Alkaiser is very important. Alkaiser would have a lot of guard up, defense boost, healing, and dodging capability. I can see them upgrading skill number 2 to have 2 usage, because right now it's 1 usage and then you can have +1 usage every 5 turns. And so I can see Global doing that as a 2-turn thing. It doesn't heal, but it gives the party guard up and one-time dodging. So it's really, really helpful. And also the way that Alkaiser can do with what was that? I forgot the Final Crusade. With Final Crusade, that he can become a really good support with defense boost and healing. And then after that, I would think the next banner, in my opinion, that's a must pull would be Firebringer. So Firebringer, as it is, the first style is very, very strong. In terms of debuffing and moral down, he can cover both, and then an emergency healing. Now, I don't know whether he would need some buff, but if Global would buff Firebringer, then probably they're gonna give a +1 usage for the AoE healing every 5 turns as well. But Firebringer as it is very competent. I use Firebringer in a lot of the hard content, and then with the recent Firebringer for pre-5-year anniversary banner, he has a buff where the first style would become really, really strong for debuffing, especially if you combine that with Paulus. So a lot of key characters are gonna be released soon, but definitely the closest one that we're gonna have is Alkaiser. So Saga Frontier 1 is the closest one, and then the next attacks that's possible would be Firebringer, which releases Firebringer as a character. After that, it's gonna be the Summer book, so Summer Anya, definitely a key character as well. Summer Anya, and then I think after Summer Anya is the Yukata banner with Virgil, the twins, Fox, and then the other banner having Kurt, and then I forgot who else is in there. And then Joe, Joe has been overpowered, Dozy. If you have Monica, the latest Monica, Romancing Saga 3, then she overpowers Joe 100%. The reason why I have Joe is because this battle, you would need to have different types of attacks, different modes of attacks. So like right now, I would do 0 damage with direct attack. If I don't have anybody that doesn't do a direct attack, then I won't be able to clear this HP bar. So that's why I had to bring Joe for a magician. I mean, I could have bring Firebringer too, but Joe works really well because of the Flame Force and also Odd Circle and the Giant Squid. So I have Moral down, Defense boost, Attack boost, and so on. The bow chase one you used before. Bow chase, bow chase, bow chase. Who's the bow chase character? I'm trying to think. Who's the bow chase character? Ah, Monica. Yeah, so sorry, thank you, Mr. Sun. But so Dozy, Monica is short sword style, but follows up with the Bloom Rain. She cannot really. I don't know about Monica. Maybe I could have used her, but again, I need someone to do magic type of damage, and Joe is the only one that can do that. Like the next HP, I can't do physical damage, so only Joe would be doing damage on times 3 HP. So I can't use Monica. I can use Monica though, if I want to replace Hardy, but that would mean taking more indirect damage, because Hardy gives, with the Umami power, it mitigates indirect damage 25%. Oh no, Emerald, I'm sorry. Hold on. Yeah, no moral down, so moral down. Okay. Just save Emerald and wait for the Saga Frontier 1. I would agree with Silsey, because having Alkaiser versus pulling for Dread Queen or whoever is in the villain's banner right now, Saga Soul or Saga 2, that they're worth less than Alkaiser. So Alkaiser is definitely top pick in my opinion, and I think Silsey agrees. That's what he was saving for as well, for the Saga Frontier 1 banner. Yeah, that was the one, Dozy. So the short sword one with the recent one with the horse. And that one is pretty strong banner, Dozy, because you would be able to get Monica or Katarina, and both are very helpful for defenses. New Julian is not so bad either, but there hasn't been much counter contents lately, so I'm not sure what the value is. But definitely, if there is a counter content, Julian is definitely top pick for that. Or maybe Final Emperor at that now, because of the heat up and defense up. So with all the attack boost and defense boost, sometimes you would see Joe actually do very, very minimum damage. But again, because of the debuff, that's why that we are doing 0 damage. But with all the attack boost and defense boost, sometimes you can do like 1,000 damage, and it looks funny with your other characters doing like 100,000 damages. Glint throw? Nice. Four chases. That's good. That's good. 3 chases rather. I love the battle theme for this one, by the way. I love the battle theme in general in Shirei's chapter. I wish I could have it on repeat because it's just really what do you call it? Upbeat and stuff. Judy. No, she's not Judy, Dozy. I might make a mistake and call her Judy again. But yeah, Kihachi, I think that's one of her drawback, that she has to inflict weak damage for her to take full advantage of her abilities. But without that limitation, I think that's where I was gonna say Judy. Dozy. That's where Kihachi may shine if the limitation for weakness is removed. Alright, ×3. It's gonna be slower because it's only Joe now that's doing damage. So yeah, up until ×1 HP, I think I recorded a total of 40 minutes or 35 minutes video. Yeah, it takes a long time to get to ×1. Yep, it gets deadly. Ah, go attack Joe, not, oh. No, attack Joe. Okay, let's do overdrive. Like it. Wait. Yeah, it's okay. Let's do overdrive. Not like it's gonna do any damage, right? So just a quick time check. I have 1 hour and 15 minutes left to stream. I have a hard stop at my 5 o'clock. Right now it's 3:43, 3:45 p.m. Nice, thank you. No, attack Joe. No. Oh, well, how are you doing in the battle, Dozy? Did you clear free quest just yet? Or you haven't attempted yet? You are at 6 o'clock right now? 6:44 p.m. Hey Phineas, it's New Year's Eve right now. But it's New Year's already in Japan, and that's why we get this lovely new content. Well, not the boss, but rather the new banner. Unfortunately, we don't have Angelo who didn't bless us with luck in getting Fornus. So I'm gonna try get more jewels and try for more Fornus or Sumire. After this, I'll go through the Buun banner. I'm sorry, I forgot. If you don't have Ki or Kai, Dozy, you can also use Beachside Narwhal's Daughter. Skill number 3 gives ailment resistance as well, and it also heals the party. So, but it doesn't have the will buffing. So, but you can cover that with somebody else. So, That's what I intend to record when I attempt to do Magnate. I haven't done I haven't finished the Doki Doki Trials. I haven't done the Dread Queen attack, and I haven't done the Magnate attack just yet. I have a lot of stuff to do. This morning I was busy with Ever Crisis because, again, New Year's in Japan, so the new content dropped, the new banner with Cloud and Sephiroth, and then we finally get to see Yuffie. Okay, Overdrive, not like it's gonna do damage, but it's okay. We're gonna be here for a while, and then ×2 gonna be easier because that's where we can do physical attacks. It's okay. Ki has her spotlight right now. Later on, Aslana is gonna be very useful. I checked my videos and I used her until the Galatea attack, which is the 4th book. So she has a long shelf life. I almost said it, Dozy. Almost. Because Joe kept on getting attacked. Oh no, I don't have BP. It's okay. We're gonna use... Let's heal. It's fine. Because we're gonna have +1 after the end by end of turn. I was gonna say your favorite whatchamacallit, expression. Don't die. Nice, a lot of follow-ups, but 0 damage. I'm just gonna do whatchamacallit, odd circle. It's gonna be fine. So that we do good damage rather than do the giant squid. Hi, thank you, Joe. I needed the follow-ups. So even if you dodge it, you still get debuff, buff cleanse. That's interesting. So if you see the wind attack, so the wind attack, it means my buff is cleansed, and then if you see the solar storm, solar wind rather, the solar wind removes the debuffs from the boss. More follow-ups, please, Joe. You're our only DPS. Nice, nice. Yeah, I don't know if you're here, Dozy, when I mentioned earlier, when Harry shared his perspective about global, but yeah, I'm kinda not really into playing global. I have been slacking, honestly. That's why I have a lot of contents to do. I hope that they release either a global exclusive or do more changes so that makes the game interesting, at least for me. Because right now I'm kind of playing on a repeat with whatever I have already covered in JP, and even then, like the Kirin and Time Lord, I use the same party. For Wing Raptor, I also use the same thing, same party. So I'm kind of losing motivation a little, but we'll see. I haven't really quit Global just yet, but I did miss a lot of the login stuff. I know, right, Nova? I hope that they introduce more Global exclusive. Because it's not only Global that gets excited about it, even the JP community gets excited. Like when they see a new character, they would... Most of their responses... Hold on. Okay, I lived. No, no, no! Joe lived! Okay, so most of their responses are... when can we have this in JP? Wow, Global is lucky to have this character or that character and so on. I don't know about Battle Historia, Dozy. I feel that it's too much to translate Battle Historia for Global, so I'm not keeping my hopes up, in my opinion. I mean, it's fun to do Battle Historia, but at the same time, it's the same thing, and it's a roguelite. You play with RNG. Not to the same extent as when it was first released copy. How is Genshin Impact? I heard there's a recent update and it made the game really beautiful again, or interesting again. Yes, we need that, Nova. A Fuse and maybe who else is missing? Mei Ling, maybe. Miss Mei Ling is overshadowed by everybody else. And then what else? What else? Probably Loot as well, right? So the three of them, or if they make 5, maybe add no, not Jen. King Sei. Yes, Ricky needs more style. Ah, how is Genshin still keeping up? Is the player base still interested with the game? I mean, if it's the same thing, right? Sorry, friends. This times HP is just the longest. Means it's only Joe doing DPS, and if Joe doesn't do any follow-ups, then yeah. Hold on. Okay, we're almost there. We are at 10% HP. Oh, not you. Hold on. Okay. A lot of characters needs more love, like SaGa Frontier 1, Romancing Saga 3, and Romancing Saga 2 has a lot of love in this game, obviously. I think some of the other games like Scarlet Grace, SaGa Frontier 2, and Unlimited Saga needs more love. I haven't played SaGa Frontier 2 or Unlimited Saga, so I really don't have, any interest with the characters just yet. But, once I get to play it, I would think that you need more love for Unlimited Saga, kind of thing. And that's the same thing for me for SaGa Frontier 2. It's mainly me watching speedrunners do it, and that's how I get to understand some of the games, Yeah, Chiago needs better style. Or better yet, Nova. You know the palette swap for the characters, right? Maybe those palette swaps can have their own inherited skills. Because they're exactly the same thing, right? Just different names and probably different characteristic. Like Kumi and Marian. Kumi is with whatchamacallit? With I forgot her name. With Urpina, and then Marian is with Balmante. And then there is a third one, I forgot, the bow user with Leonard. All of them are the same character but palette swaps only. Me too, Dozy. By the way, Dozy, how are you gonna get the game? Are you just gonna get it digital? Because it seems like on Twitter, whenever the Saga game Twitter page posts a video, there's this one person that always asks whether there's gonna be a physical release, and people responded that they're not keeping their hopes up with physical release. For me, I think I'm gonna go the route of Play Asia. I'm gonna get the Play Asia version. Ah, I see. I am team physical. So as much as possible, if I can get it on physical, whatever means, I would get it. And that's why I think when I still had my PlayStation 3, I wanted Tales of Vesperia. But the English version is only digital. Oh, well, there is no English version. And I think even for Tales of... I forgot the name, the Tales for Sori. But for Sori's Tales, there's also no English version, but Japanese version. And then it's only physical. So I went eBay and bought those. Okay, I think we're done with this HP. All right, now we're on team physical. So we should be a little faster. So now indirect attacks are weakened. So that's why Leon, Final Empress, Hardy, and Mama can partly do damage. If she does Weasley Cheer, yeah, that one, then she would do damage. Everything else is indirect. So this is gonna be a little faster. And then when Joe counters with Headbutt, it's also the same thing. So take note that this Hardy, it doesn't give the direct attack boost to everyone, including the enemy. So that's why I chose the Squid Hardy rather than the OG Finale Hardy. and also the extra BP to the party. What do you mean by that, Dozy? Supreme element thing? So for the aberration, I think it's more of the different forms. So you know how we fought Merlot Syra, Hardy, Razem, and so on. Aberration Supreme would just follow whatever the boss pattern is. For this one, every HP bar, your certain type of attack is weakened. So there's physical, magic, direct, and indirect. Right now, indirect attacks are weakened, and so Joe and most of Mama's attacks are basically 0 damage. I'm sorry, my phone is lagging now, so that's why there's a lot of frame skips in the stream. Sorry about that. I don't know why. I restarted before I started the stream. I'm streaming directly from my phone, so my setup is I hook up my phone to my laptop, and then because it's on Android, that I am able to, you know, download some stuff that's even not available on Google Play Store. There are tools as well where from your computer you are able to do certain stuff as long as you have the debugging mode activated for that laptop. I have the screen capture through that application, and then the sound capture as well from that application. And because my monitor is at 144 FPS, that because on YouTube the maximum FPS is 60, that it doesn't align with the 60 FPS. That's why there's some extra frame skip happening. And then right now, on top of that, my phone is also lagging because there's so much happening with the boss, and it's already what, a 30-ish minute fight already. So please bear with me on that one, and my apologies for that. Okay, overdrive. Let's see if we survive times 1 HP. The furthest that I reach for times 1 HP is 70%, well, up until here, 70% HP. So, we'll see. Joe is finally able to do damage, 2000 damage. Look at that. With all the attack boost and defense boost and buffing that's happening. I'm laughing, but I'm also scared at the same time because this is where the fight gets deadly, at the latter part of times 2 HP. Lance Dance. I know, right, Copy? And that's why I think because I have Joe's Flame Force, that it kind of gives me the upper hand versus having Monica in here. Because Monica is kind of stuck with 8 attack boost and defense boost. Mama is gonna die. Yeah, Mama did. Let's see if we salvage this run. Let's see if we can salvage the run. See, I told you I was laughing earlier, but I'm scared because this is where the scary part happened. Well, that is the nature of SaGa, right, Nova? You play with a lot of RNG. Yeah, Mama is not gonna survive. Because she has 0 mitigation from being revived, so yeah, Run is dead. And one moment, let me restart my phone. Not phone, but restart the app rather. I'm gonna close this. Or actually, hold on. Let's continue whatever we can do. So that you can see what ×1 looks like. Yeah, we're now missing some BP, we're missing some mitigation, so damage is gonna be 1000 damage. Okay, sorry about that. One moment, let me restart the app. And then let's go through the Buun banner. I know, right? Copy, game over. Let's go through the Buun banner, and then Dozy, I think you weren't here when I went through the battle memory. So let's go through the battle memory real quick. But I'm not gonna do the battle. I mean, we should be able to do like 1 or 2 battles before I end the stream. I saw Saigon do it, and it takes like 20-ish minutes per battle. Okay, so Buun banner. So for Buun banner, we have Buun, Silence, and Meami. Happy Buun Ane, and sorry, Silsey, I'm killing the pronunciation. I'm trying to look at the word. How do you? Where is it? Where is it? So far up. How do you say it again? I'm trying to find the word. Bon Ane? Or, yeah. I think. But yes, Happy New Year, and thank you, Silsey. See you on 2024. Okay, so we have Buun, Meami, and Silence. So let's start off with Buun. So this is what Gamer Pat is wanting to pull in JP, so he's gonna start playing JP rather than Global. Anyway, so Buun. First one is Shadow Cutter. So it's a row slash and dark. So second skill is a fast support for self, 1 time per battle. Defense up, large effect, and then this that's for the entire battle. So this one, it says you give a turn starts, you give everyone this for 1 turn. So this procs 2 times. So this one, what it says is whenever your party members, including herself, when they do a weak attack, they would buff themselves with attack boost and defense boost, and also buff themselves with endurance and willpower. So Kihachi's best friend, basically. third one is a row slash and dark, and then she buffs the party with action order, extreme effect, and also buff this for everyone. This one, it says when your party gets attacked, it would trigger a damage block one time, and then an attack boost medium effect for 2 turns. So this one okay. So there is a limit for the damage block one time where it only procs once, but the more attacks your party gets, they would get attack boost every time, and then it's 2 turns as well. So that's Buun. So compared to Fornus with the defense boost, we have Buun, who's more on the attack boost side. Okay, for ability, we have mitigate damage 25%, battle starts BP +2, buff everyone with action order, extreme effect for 3 turns. You give this the weak attack boost and defense boost, and then the other skill, which is the damage block and the attack boost. When she does an attack, she would follow up with Shadow Cutter, and also a 50% chance to follow up with Trinity Blaster rank 1. Okay. And then ability number 2 is High Tension Force 3, which is 20% attack, and then turn ends BP +3. And then this one is the new finesse. So it's the 40-30. 40% attack, 30% mitigate. So that's a Buun for you. Like I said, this banner, I would love to get Buun. I have all the Buun style except... Yeah, I have all the Buun style. Alright. Shadow Cutter. This one. And this one. Oh, that skill number 3 looks pretty. Alright, that's Buun. And then Meami. So Meami, skill number 1. Oh, wait, artwork. So this is the artwork. Alright, skill number 1. Single target, heat and sun. And then buff self with intelligence, small effect. Afterwards, do the attack. Skill number 2 is a healing skill for AoE, 2 times per battle. Heals everybody, and then lessens the BP cost for everybody by 2 for 3 turns. And then a turn ends, you give everybody a maximum overdrive gauge for 1 turn. So for that turn, when she does the healing, at that end of that turn, the party would have a full overdrive gauge. Yeah, okay. And then skill number 3, it's a single target. So before the attack, you would buff yourself with sun attack boost, 20% extra large 1 turn. I know, right? Fukubukuro. I let's talk about it later, Zed. I had some questions about that. So she Meami would buff herself with heat attack boost and sun attack boost, both at extra large for 1 turn, and then after that do the attack. So it's gonna be strong because it's heat and sun, this one. Okay, abilities. Battle starts BP +2, and then you start the battle with full overdrive gauge, and then you buff yourself with New Year Bashu. I don't know what that is. So 2 times. It doesn't have a turn duration. So what it does is whenever she lands a weak attack, she would follow up with Sun Laser 2 times. Okay. So whenever she does an attack, it would follow up with Sun Laser, and it only triggers twice. Yeah, okay. Sorry. Then there's no turn limit. And then when she does an overdrive attack, she would buff herself with the New Year Pashut, which is, you know, the follow-up to Sun Laser. And then at turn ends, give self overdrive gauge medium effect. Whew, okay, ability number 2 is voltage force 2. Turn starts, self heat up 20%, 5 times per battle. Turn ends PP plus 2. And then this one, 20% attack up, mitigate damage 30%. When taking resist damage, mitigate damage further with 50%. Yes, it's extreme effect. No, 40%. Yeah, 40%. Sorry. The numbers, it confuses me sometimes. So, mitigate damage 30, and then when taking resist, mitigate damage further with 40. And remember, it's not additive, but it's more of kind of the reverse. So, okay. And then stats. And skill animation. Okay. Skill number 2. Nice. It looks like Sunbreak from Romancing Saga 3. One of the sun spells. She just throws the sun at you. Or I don't know what that is, but it looks like the sun. Yeah, 4 hit, 8 power. So Meami is a lot of damage, but I would still prefer to have either Sumire or Buun. Alright, and lastly we have Silence. Nova, this is your character. Alright, we have first... Oh, this is the art. Hi! You here to say hi to everyone with your stinky breath and all? Hi! Alright, sorry. That was a quick Bowie attack from me. So this is Silence. Skill number 1, Blood Slay. Single target slash, and then self-heal small effect. Skill number 2, single target pierce and dark. And then you buff everyone with attack boost, a small effect 3 turns, and overdrive attack boost, a small effect for 3 turns as well. Skill number 3 is a fast single target pierce and dark. You can only use it twice per battle. Before doing the attack, you buff yourself with moral up extreme effect for 1 turn, and then you buff everybody with moral up extreme effect, and then turn ends overdrive gauge full for everyone for 1 turn as well. After that, do the attack. Well, I mean, that's Silence, right? It's so weird. Her the wording on Silence's style is Akemashite Silence. New Year Silence, basically. Okay, so Silence New Year. Silent New Year, rather. First ability. Battle starts. Give everyone full overdrive gauge. And then you buff everyone with over enhance. So that's super extreme effect that lasts for the entire battle. And then for every 3 turn ends, you buff yourself with this. I don't know what that is. Ah, okay. So it's whatchamacallit? Hold on. Huh? What is this? You have +1 usage of this, so I think that should be this one, right? But it's a different kanji. But yeah, something for every 3 turns. This one. +1 usage of that. And then overfield. So it's a turn starts, self BP +2, AoE attack boost large effect 1 turn, AoE over enhance extra large 3 times per battle. And then turn ends, give overdrive gauge to everyone, small effect. And then ability number 3, attack up 20%. Overdrive attack is super extreme increase, so that's 40%. Yeah, 40%. And then mitigate damage with 30%. So at least he still has some kind of defense with him. I don't know what this is. Oh, it's this one. Skill number 3. That's right. Sorry about that. So it's +1 usage of skill number 3 every 3 turns. So he's able to give buffing to everyone and then burst, basically. So yeah, that's Silence. I think Silence would work. I think both Silence and Kihachi and also Buun would work really well together because they're all overdrive. And also probably Sumir. So Sumir also has this overdrive follow-up. Sorry. Stats and skill animation. So this is the stats. Pretty good, to be honest. And skill animation. We already know Bloodslay. And then this one. He finally has an umbrella. Lots of umbrellas. That was cute. Alright, so that's Silence. I unfortunately don't have jewels. And I also, yeah, couldn't purchase jewels. So I don't know what's going on. Yeah, Saruin meta is possible again, Mr. Sun. Especially if you have the recent Saruin, which unfortunately I don't have. The recent Saruin, along with Orluge and Judy, they're like a team of, you know, you okay, Bowie? Yeah, you okay? Okay, just checking on you. Sorry. But yeah, Judy, the latest Saruin, and Death and Orluge, all of them would be really good. And then the last would probably be Shirei. Alright, let's go through the battle memory real quick. It's already 4:24 my time. I'm just not gonna cover battle memory at this time. I'll cover it the next time. But I wanted to go through this once more, because I know those of you weren't here when I went through this. So it's basically every year, you know, we have this big hard content, right? So for the first year, you know, we learned about the game, we stack debuffing, we go rapid stream, and then we have Azami and Cat, like the meta, doing submission, and so that everybody does 0 damage, right? First year, the hardest content we have is like the whatchamacallit, the forest with the Pyro Hydra, right? Taking 0 damage. And then we have White Rose doing Choco Ball, and then the best healer that we could have is Sophia. We gotta have Sophia and White Rose so that when Sophia dies, you know, heal everybody, and then White Rose can heal Sophia back. Now we move on to second year, which is World Tower. So World Tower, right? We need Mama to do Paean of Victory. We have Buun and White Rose doing Chocobo and Aerodine. We have Narwhal's Daughter doing Water Festival. And then the fifth one is whoever debuff is what we need. One of the bottleneck in JP for World Tower was the minions, Romancing Saga 1 minions. And so that's why Acellus is in here, because Acellus, or if you had Judy, Platinum Judy, you can do Psycho Noise. No Shendu meta in JP, copy. But Shendu was the same in JP as well. But yeah, so this is year 2. We have World Tower. And we move on to year 3, which is Liam got released. And then the meta party back then was, we have Liam as the main DPS and protect Liam. We have Mama with Valentine Mama. And then we also have Mastad, who is protecting and also overdrive healing, remember? And then the other two could be whoever, depending on the battle, right? This one is probably doing the whatchamacallit, the egg battle, like what Silsi noted earlier with Matcha and Megami. Okay, that's third year. And we move on to the fourth year. The fourth year, we have Sarowin Tower. So Sarowin Tower, right? We had that, and then Shirei came afterwards. And that's when Free Quest started. So for Sarowin Tower, the meta party for that was Sharaha and Sarowin. And then we also have Anya. In JP, Esper Gal was meta as well. And then to top it off with, you know, the dark element from Sarowin, we also have Rock Bouquet. Yeah, the Robin's event. And then now we move on to the fifth year. So the fifth year, of course, we still have Joe. And like what I mentioned earlier, and I'm sorry, Emerald, that I wasn't early enough to share this with you. But Alkaiser is still usable. Again, with the right Alkaiser Phoenix and I forgot the name. But with the defense boost and guard up and dodging. I'll go through the character real quick before I end the stream. And then Joe, of course, the one of the few meta still today. And Julian, if you don't have Julian, human male would work as well, or the latest Julian. And of course, fifth year focused more on Shirei and Kihachi, so that's why it's Shirei and Kihachi that's here. But yeah, that's battle memory, but the battle is the same, AI. If it's Azami, all of Azami's skill is available. If it's Cat, all Cat skill is available. And they have like 100 million HP, so that's why the battle takes like 20 minutes to finish. Alright, lastly, before we end the stream, I'm gonna go through Alkaiser skill, and that's why I strongly recommend everyone to pull for Alkaiser. Where is Alkaiser? Here we go. So this is Alkaiser. Skill number 1, you have the guard down. You would not use that. So this is where you're gonna use Rising All Phoenix and Glory Force. So Glory Force, it's usable one time per battle. It's a fast support AoE. You give moral up, guard up, and also one-time dodging. And remember, guard up with defense boost is better than just having defense boost. That's why when people ask me about the 4.5 year Liz in Global, I had mixed opinion about it because, you know, with so much defense boost we have, the more, you know, the latter part of defense boost that we get buffed to the party is like lesser value compared to having one source of guard up and then defense boost for the rest, because you only have one guard up and then defense boost would stack with one another. So that's why Alkaiser is pretty helpful, and it's for 2 turns as well. I can see if it's possible for Global to buff this into 2 usage, and if that's the case, that's gonna be really strong. Because every 5 turns, Alkaiser would have +1 usage for this. So yeah. And then Rising All Phoenix, it's a damage and then AoE extra small heal, and defense boost medium, medium for 2 turns. And then ability, so increase damage 15%, mitigate damage 25%, turn ends PP +2, and then you guarantee to follow up with Sparkling Roll, and then 50% chance to follow up with Shin Al Phoenix or Real Phoenix Plus version, so it's SSSS. Yep. And then the second one, you give everyone the this buff. So this one, what it says, a turn starts, everybody gets an attack boost, large effect for 1 turn. Hey Paolo, Happy New Year. Maligayang bagong taon po. So, you give everyone this buff. Turn starts, attack boost, and element guard, shadow, large effect for 1 turn. So you would always have some kind of mitigation for dark element. And then when they get hit when they land an attack and they're at critical HP, the following would trigger one time only per battle, which is heal self with extra large effect, so almost full HP, and then give defense up to self, extra large effect as well. So this one is like a lifesaver, I would say, especially if that character happens to attack at critical HP. And then maximum voltage, heat up, extreme effect, so 30%, 5 times per battle, so that's 150. Just to continue with ability number 2, so after this, every 5 turns he would have +1 usage for Glory Force, which is skill number 2, the one with moral up, guard up, and dodge 1 time. And then at 0 HP, he would heal himself back to 30% HP, which only triggers 1 time per battle. The main reason why Alkaizer is helpful is because of the defense boost and again the guard up source, because you know right now guard up is pretty rare, and the other source after Alkaizer would be Firebringer, the latest one, which has the large effect guard up as well and also has the phantom buff. But for Firebringer, you'd want to back inherit the buff Servant Emerge to the first style so that he would become like a debuffing machine. So yeah, that's the rundown for Alkaizer. And like I said, if you want to spoil yourself with all the banners, download JP and you would see all the books and all the events, and you would see the characters that's included in there. So we have the helmet record right now, and the 3rd page for event is SaGa Frontier 1. So that's why Alkaizer would just be right around the corner. And then I guess we're going on a fast pace in global, so might as well share 3rd book, right? So 3rd book, we have the best character, Virgil, in the game. So we have Virgil, Fox, and the twins. And then we have the summer banner, which is Anya, Liam, and Orlet, Judy, and then I forgot who else was there. It's a double banner. But definitely for the summer banner, Anya is 100% the one true meta in that one. For this one, it's skippable for most. For me, of course, it's Virgil. I gotta get Virgil. And for me, since getting Virgil, I actually replaced Shirei for Virgil, because Virgil gives BP to everyone with as they combo or overdrive, and also he would give fireworks, of course. And also this one, I forgot the banner included on this. Sorry. All pages from the first book, not yet copy. So we're missing the SaGa Frontier 1. And that's why SaGa Frontier 1 is just around the corner. There's it's a double banner. It's Acelus. It's Acelus, Alkaizer, and Jen. And then the other one is White Rose, Rouge, and T260G. Anyway, so that's the 3rd book. And then the free quest book for this boss is the Water Dragon. And this Water Dragon boss is designed with Summer Anya, Summer Judy, and Summer Orlet in mind. Summer Judy basically is a debuffing machine. And Summer Anya, as you know, gives buffing, defense boost, and also cleanses debuff. Oh, was it Kihachi already? For the 3rd page? I forgot, Mr. Sun. Because I know UDX doesn't usually have a page in here. But yes, this is the banner. I forgot who was included in this. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I got any of the characters. Let's see, where are we? So we have the SaGa Frontier 1. So we are already here. We right here with the SaGa 2 villains. We're missing the SaGa Soul for... Wait, we're not missing SaGa Soul, sorry. That's a reprint. That's why I had Patrick here. Because I was hoping for Maria, but I got Patrick instead. And then we went for Saga Frontier 1. After that, Scarlet Grace banner because of Scarlet Grace banner because that's the Firebringer attack. After that, we got the Summer banner, Liam, Megami, Orlet, Judy, Anya, and I forgot the sixth one. And then we move on to the fireworks. Oh yeah, I think you're right, Mr. Sun. Oh wait, no, I'm thinking it wrong. Yes, you're right. I skipped that banner. That's Golden Bomb and Jiling, and then there's also UDX Kihachi. Yeah, you're correct. And then the platinum for that one is Seimei, which is the Oracle. Oh, yeah. You're right. Okay, you're right. Thank you. Sheraha, the Golden Bomb, and Jiling. And then UDX Kihachi, and then Saga Soul Lisa. And then afterwards, we move to the fourth book. This is very important, by the way, the fourth book, because you have Mama in there and also Paulus. And then the Emperor Saga. Personally, for me, it's a skip unless you want Pamela for farming and maybe Soti for farming as well. I know Teta-chan from Twitter. She loves to use Sirius as the tank, and she has used Sirius in a lot of hard content, so probably consider Sirius. But definitely the top of the banner here would be Sotis and Sirius. And then afterwards we move to the Romancing Saga 2 stage. I think for this one, Gerard and Rock Bouquet are the best one. And then we move to the Saga Conquest with Tatiana. Tatiana's gonna save you a lot of runs in Spiral Corridor. And then yeah, that's it. And then we move to Daddy Umami Squid banner with the fourth book. Yeah. After that, Romancing Saga 3. Yeah, very far away. But definitely Alkaiser still has a lot of mileage, and Firebringer. And yes, I'm sorry, I call Hardy, and when I'm in Discord chat, I call Hardy Daddy Umami. Because he has that umami tattoo, and he has the squid serving and that style. So Squid Hardy to be PG. Anyway, that's the banners. Hopefully that rundown is helpful. Again, Alkaiser, just save for that. Alright, I'll try to do another stream within this week because I go back to work on Tuesday. Tomorrow's New Year. No work for me, but I'm gonna rest. And then Tuesday I go back to work. And then we'll see. I'm still figuring out how my schedule would look like, adjusting to my ever-changing work schedule. It's not like it's a shift schedule or anything, but it's just a very demanding work, and it's my work right now, so I gotta take care of it. Just thankful I have a work. Alright, and with that, this is where I will end my stream. Thank you so much, everyone. Happy New Year. Shinnen akimashite omedetou gozaimasu. Maligayang bagong taon. Hau'oli makahikiho. Feliz Ano Novo. Bon Ane. Thank you again, everyone, for an awesome 2023. See you in 2024. I'm going to be focusing more in doing streams, but I'll still do some content on the side when I have the time. And with that, this is Arado signing off. Thank you again, everyone, and hope you have a good start of 2024. Happy New Year, peace, love, and aloha. Bye, everyone.